G'day guys, Gun and Russ back once again. Well, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be checking out my PS3 collection, something I'm super proud of. We have just hit the huge achievement, guys, of 680 PS3 titles. Now, I was going to wait around to 700, but I thought, you know what, I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and a lot of you guys out there have been asking for it, so I thought, you know what, let's just do it now. There's a lot of PS3 games on their way, but it was still going to be, you know, a fair few weeks away, so I thought, you know what, let's do it. We're going to check out my PS3 collection behind me. Just want to say a very quick thank you to everyone who's shown support for my channel, for everyone that's new and everyone that's stuck by me from day one. Very grateful for that. And the collection behind me wouldn't be where it is today without your support. You know, people giving me great trades and also giving me freebies along the way. It's so much appreciated and I'm very thankful for it. So with that being said, guys, let's not do any more boring talk. Let's check out what we want to see, and that's the PS3 collection up close. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm going to start the video with just a bit of a pan down shot, just so you guys can get a little bit of appreciation of how the collection has evolved, or you know, gotten bigger over time. And down here is where the biggest growth has happened. A lot of this shelving here wasn't filled up last time, and I've definitely gone through and filled that up quite quickly. You will notice through the top of the games there is a bit of a gap there, and eventually as the collection grows, I hope to fill that up with more games. But for now, there's a lot of work happening in the background. I'm not happy with where it is at the moment, but very still proud of what I have and how it's you know, changing all the time. But at the moment, I'm, you know, starting to add things like, you know, some of my Lego builds and that in between there. But eventually that will allow me to have some more growth with games or figures. There's a lot of things I can do with these particular shelving units, and in the future I do hope to have probably better shelving units that will contain the games a little bit more cleaner, much more tightly. But for now they do quite a good job, and they're fairly cheap from IKEA. I think they only cost around about $20, so for now it's just quite a nice little job there. Now, so what we're going to do, guys, we're going to start off in the corner over here, and I'm going to talk about some of my import PS3 titles. So up the top here is just some Japanese games I really need to sort through and get down to the bottom section here. But there's some really good standout titles in there. Initial D's are great. Arcade Racer, I've got both editions of that there, the variants I should say. We've got Africa in there. Up the top here we have Galgun, which is a bit of a perverted Japanese style game, which you can get in English. Please don't judge me, guys. My girlfriend judges me every time I play that game. And you know what, I can't blame her, but I'm not crazy, trust me, I'm not a pervert. This is weird to say, but I enjoy playing the game. Anyway, let's check out what we've got within the import titles. So this, basically down here, this is the way I like to display my games within the Japanese titles on the shelf. Because obviously I can't really read Japanese too well, and try and put it into alphabetical order is quite difficult for me at the moment. I put them all in with the spine here. You have A, B, C, D, and the nice thing is they're in different colours, and I think that looks really, you know, nice and presentable in there. There is a fair few cool titles in here. I'll just show you one because it's quite difficult to get out. There's a Resistance one there. What else have we got in here that's really cool? There's a Gundam one in there. Some really cool titles. If you guys would like to see the Japanese collection up close, please let me know. I could probably do that as an individual video. Up the top here, I have this really nice, this is quite a recent one. This is Uncharted Jewel Pack, which has Uncharted 1 and 2 in there. Obviously the PS3 greatest hits. We also have a Hitman Absolution. This is a professional edition one there, which I'm quite happy to have. This beautiful piece up here was given to me recently from my good friend Retro Gamer Girl. Absolutely gorgeous piece, and I'm very thankful to have it. If you haven't checked out her channel, please do. I will leave her channel in the description. She is definitely one of those YouTubers I can see is going to hit that 1 million mark, and she's not one of those fake gamer girls. She is 100% a gamer girl. I shouldn't really call her a gamer girl. She's a gamer. I hate that sort of thing where we call girl gamers and boy gamers. I think we're all gamers, and she is fantastic, so definitely check her out. Up here we have a Time Crisis 4 GunCon 3, which was purchased many years ago, and as you can see at the top here, it came with a gun in there, a orange one, which is really cool, and sometimes I like to crank that out. It's a lot of work to try and set up, but it is a nice piece all the same. Over here I've got a Tom Clancy's Future Soldier Collector's Edition, which I picked up for a steal. I think it was like $15, and the guy actually delivered it to my house, which was really cool, so I'm happy to have that. Now, something that's quite new to my collection, and I don't know, sometimes I just go, why am I doing this? But when I get onto something, I just do it. And this one here is my little section for all my platinum titles. So slowly but surely I'm picking these ones up. And I do believe that there are some titles will have the new PS3 symbol and the old PS3 symbol, and me being the OCD collector I am, will probably try and get both. So for those of you that don't know about how to tell the difference between a newer PS3 title and an older one, the older ones will have the PS3 with the basically we call it the Spider-Man sort of logo, because it has the Spider-Man PS3 logo on there. Well, it's in the font of Spider-Man, I should say, and then this one is the more modern PS3 logo there as well. And then, so through this way, I've tried to do it as much as I can in perfect alphabetical order, but you might find a few that are a little bit out of whack, so please don't judge me if you do. This one here, so we start off, I'm not going to go through everything, but I'll just talk about a few standouts. So I've got some James Bond in there, 3D Dot Heroes, which was given to me from my good friend R2D2. We'll go through here, AFL Live. I do need to try to get the other AFL titles, which is an exclusive football game to Australia. So if anyone is in trouble trying to get that, please let me know. I'm sure I can help you out with finding some. Afro Samurai. We'll come over. Oh, we'll go down here. We'll try and keep it within alphabetical order. So we'll go down here, and I apologise about the lighting, guys. I've tried my best for this video. This one here, we've got some Armored Core titles in there. I'm pretty sure I've got a lot of Assassin's Creed in here as well. Through here, we've got both variants of the Barbie game in here. So I only recently discovered this, that there is both a blue and a pink spine. So these are quite hard to get hold of. If you see them, snatch them up. If you've got a copy, just pick it up anyway. You can always use it for good trade. Through here, I've got a lot of the Batman titles. And through these here, guys, there is a number of different steelbooks that come within the Arkham City ones. I myself, I believe I've got Two-Face, and who else have I got? And I've got the Penguin. So there's quite a few other ones. I think there's Catwoman, obviously Batman, and I think Joker is another one as well. I've got a number of Battlefield titles in there. This one was a recent one, the best of the PlayStation Network. Bioshock, absolutely love the Bioshock series. Got some Blaze Blue in here, excellent 2D fighter series. Now from down here we have a few more of the Blaze Blue. This Bleach title here is quite a tricky one to get a hold of, so if you find that, snatch someone up. It's not super rare, but it is getting rarer, quite rare now. Through here we have some of the Borderlands titles. Absolutely love Borderlands. We've got the Bourne Conspiracy Collector's Edition, which came with the actual DVD, which was really cool. There's actually a number of PS3 games that came with the actual DVD as well, or I should say the more like the Blu-ray movie as well. Some of the Lego titles did that, and there was a Ghostbusters as well. These ones here, I'm trying to, is it Calibellus? I think that's how you say it. Please forgive me, I can't even read it, it's something in cursive, but those ones there, which are hunting titles, are quite rare, and I always tend to pick them up when I can. Now through here, we have all of my Call of Duty titles, so there's quite a lot in there. I do have some duplicates as well, but yeah, very happy to have that, one of my favourite series. And then we come down to this row here. I've got Cars 2, which is a recent one. With a lot of the kids titles, if you can, when you pick them up, guys, just make sure they've got the manuals inside, just to make sure it's complete, because often you'll find there's a lot missing, or you'll find there's the manuals missing inside. I've got Catherine in there. There's a couple of copies of Colin McCraig. We go through. Got Crisis in there. Cross Edge is quite a rare title. If you see that, definitely snatch that one up. Go through the Darkness titles, which I enjoyed. This is quite an unusual one. It's called Dust Duel, and it's basically a Battle of the Sexes title. Dead Rising, absolutely love that. I got a couple of copies of that one there. Destroy All Humans, this one here is quite a tricky one to try and find. Devil May Cry, the reboot, I wasn't too keen on that compared to the original Dante. There is a Devil May Cry steelbook in there. Got the Devil May Cry HD collection. Digimon All-Star Rumble. I was hoping that was going to be a lot better. I did enjoy it. It wasn't the best, but I did enjoy it. What else have I got in here? Lots of the Dynasty or Dynasty Warriors, however you want to pronounce it. Games, and obviously I've got all the Gundam titles. Had to pick those up. I absolutely love them. I absolutely have I just love this series. It's so cheesy, but it's Earth Defense Force 2025. There is another title I need to pick up for Earth Defense Force on the PS3, but I just absolutely love that series. It's not the best graphics at all by any means, but it's just so fun. This one here was it's got the 5th anniversary edition of Oblivion, which is really cool. It has all like the expansions and that in there. Got Skyrim in there. Enchanted Arms, I kind of liked it. It wasn't the best game, but I do like it. What else have I have in here? I've got Everybody's Golf World Tour, Judgment, got the iPad in there. Now I do have a special box of that iPad, so I will show you that later on in the video. And then we start with the Formula 1, and then from up here we continue on with the Formula 1 titles. I really do enjoy this one here, which is F1 Race Stars. It's just a real good little arcade sort of kart, or should I say Formula 1 kart style game. Fairy Fence F, I do have up here the collector's edition there that came from directly from NIS America, which I was quite happy to get. I've got all the Fallouts through there, which I'm really happy to own. The Fantastic Four is quite a difficult one to get a hold of sometimes. At the top here I have got a Persona 4. This is a special edition, or limited edition I should say, a Japanese one there. And up here I've got a Essentials collection for 2K, which comes with Bioshock, Borderlands and XCOM. So really cool to have that one there. That was something recently I picked up this year. This one here, not a lot of people have seen this one, but this was the Far Cry The Wild Expedition, and this one contains Far Cry 1, 2, 3, 4 in there, so that's a really cool, nice little set there. I've got Fear 2 in there. I hope to add the other Fear games at some stage this year. Got a couple of different copies of Ferrari Challenge in there, and then we have the massive sea of FIFA games. And then we've got some of the Final Fantasy titles in there. Folklore, really good game and hard to get a hold of for cheap nowadays. So if you find it cheap, reasonable price, definitely pick it up. It's worth every penny. We'll go down over to here. J1 Jockey is quite a difficult title to find. This one here, interesting one here. This was done for a charity within GamesAid. And this one came with 3 games, so you got Fuel, Sega Superstars Tennis, and Tomb Raider Underworld. Through here, we've got lots of the God of War goodness. That I always point this out. The PSX collector's gonna love that. He's a huge fan. Shout out to the PSX collector, love you, dude. Through here, we've got a lot of Gran Turismo. Now, one of the cool ones in here is this one here, which is the Gran Turismo 6, 2.5 million in credits. Apparently there is another one I've been told, which I believe might be a little bit less or more in credits, so I'm still trying to track that one down, but that's nice and sealed. Got a very interesting one here called Hail to the Chimp, and it's like I believe it's it's a presidential party game. So that one there is an American exclusive. Very happy to have that one. A couple of Harry Potter titles. This one here I've got to replace because that was just given to me in a generic cover from EB Games, even though I was hoping I was getting the proper thing. Anyway, through here, got the Hyperdimension Neptunia games, which I absolutely adore. Big fan of that. The Incredible Hulk is quite a rare title as well. And the same goes with Heavy Fire. This game here is quite a difficult one to get hold of as well. We come down to this shelf and we have a couple of the infamous titles. This one here, Iron Sky Invasion, is quite a hard one to get a hold of. I've got 2 copies, so there is one up there for trade. This one here, very interesting. Again, another American exclusive. This is Jimmy Johnson's Anything with an Engine. I did give it a go, and it's quite a funny game. Not the greatest, but it was quite interesting. Got a huge, we've got a nice selection here of Killzone. This one here is my pride and joy, and a lot of you guys probably haven't seen this. This is the Killzone, which was part of the Classic HD edition. Super rare, and it did cost me a lot of money. But if anyone tells you they have a full collection of Classic HD and don't have this, then they don't have the full collection. I myself don't have the full collection. There's still got a few titles I need to pick up for it, for that series, I should say. King of Fighters, got both the ones that are available on PS3. Something I really want to try and do is get all the Kung Fu Panda titles. I've got Kung Fu Panda 2. Again, it's just trying to find copies that have the actual manual in there. With the horrible Legend of Spyro in there. I was always hopeful that was going to be a good game. Something I'm trying to get at the moment is all the Lego games, so slowly signing them off as I go through. Little Big Planets within here. And then we have Lollipop Chainsaw, fantastic game. Or Lost Planet, yeah, I absolutely, really enjoyed playing Lost Planet. It's just a great little series. The Lost Planet 3 wasn't the greatest, and I was really hoping it was going to, because I was a big fan of the series. So hopefully Capcom, you know, will bring it back at some stage. A lot of Madden titles. It's like football. Through here, Mafia 2, excellent title. Got the Mass Effects in there. A lot of Medal of Honor. There's not a lot of, I don't really have a lot of Metal Gear Solid titles in here, which, you know, I really want to try and get a lot more variants and that in there. Metal Gear Solid Collection is a awesome piece to have. Midnight Club, oh, I just wish Rockstar would bring out another new game for that one there. This one here, I don't know if it's actually still contained in there, but this is a paintball game, and I picked this one up, and it's going to open them up, and yes, it is still in there. And this is what it came with. Inside is a fitting instructions for I guess it's for before you put your mouth guard in. So I was like, ooh, that's a bit disgusting, but yes, I am on the hunt for a disc. The actual case and it's just in beautiful condition. It just sucks that it didn't come in the way I wanted it. Down at the bottom here we have Mini Ninjas. Absolutely love that title. Got a couple copies of Mirror's Edge in there, and this one has a little bit of damage on the actual spine. They've got a few little cool things, like this one here was like a pack that had, you know, had MLB 2K13, NBA 2K13, so it had baseball and basketball title mixed in together, which was really cool. MotorStorm, one of my favorite series on the PS3 and in, you know, just in general as well. Got both Indian exclusive cricket games in here, so got Moo Street Cricket and Moo Street Cricket 2, which is really cool. This one I really love. This is Naughty Bear Gold Edition. I just love how it's in the Kill Bill style cover. There's a lot of Naruto games, but I only have 2, but I'm quite happy with those at the moment. Big fan of NASCARs. I've got quite a few NASCAR titles in there. A lot of NBA, a lot of NCAA football. Only got a few Need for Speed titles, we're slowly adding to that. Only the one hockey title in there. Got a lot of Ninja Gaiden in there. There's one title I am missing in there, but I hope to pick that up soon. This one is a must-have for anyone who's collecting PS3, and that's the orange box. Beautiful collection. So that one has Half-Life 2, Team Fortress 2 and Portal. And then we got to the top here, and I'm just going to move this stuff here out of the way just to show you something that's very special in this collection. Now, if you're looking to collect for the PS3, this is definitely one of the holy grail titles. This one here is lovely and sealed. It's super rare, and this is Pixel Junk 3-in-1 pack. It's pretty much the rarest title that I own within my collection, and I'm really happy to have that. A lot of Pro Evolution Soccer in there, still a number of titles I'm still going to pick up. Portal 2 was something new recently I picked up. I'm very happy to have that as a standalone title. Rappler, these fishing games are hard to get a hold of, so if you find them, definitely pick them up. I've got all the Ratchet and Clank titles. Such a great series, Ratchet and Clank, isn't it? Remember Me, I've been told I really need to play that, and I keep forgetting to play it. You think by being called Remember Me that I would remember to play it, but you know, it's definitely in my list of games to play. I've got a lot of Resident Evil in there. I've got all the Resistance titles. There's a steelbook within there as well. Resonance of Fate is definitely a hidden gem. You see that, pick that one up. Both Ridge Racer titles. Really hope they continue that series. Rune Factory, Tides of Destiny. Sega Mega Drive collection is awesome. Absolutely love that one there. We continue through. I've got a lot of SingStar titles. A few of the standout ones. There's just, when you're collecting for the PS3, there is heaps of SingStar titles that you probably don't even know exist. This one here is Sumi Huput. I think that's how you say it. That's a, I think it's a, yeah, it's an exclusive one to, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think it was for Sweden. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm very happy to have that one. This one here, these were exclusive to Australia, and this is the SingStar Wiggles, and I've got 2 copies of that, so if anyone wants to trade with one, then please let me know. This was a recent pickup. Noticed on one of Metal Jesus Rock's videos, and he said about picking this one up. It's one of his favorite titles, and I have given it a go, and I have to agree, it is awesome. So definitely give that one a go if you see it. I got the Sly Cooper collection in there. Down here, there's a bit of SOCOM. Absolutely love the Sonic All-Stars games, or they're just so fun. Soul Calibur in there. Got South Park Stick of Truth, which I really enjoyed. The Spider-Man titles are really hard to get a hold of, so again, if you see them, pick them up. Star Wars The Force Unleashed, I was really hopeful that was going to be a lot better than what it was, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. Got a couple of Tales titles in there. I really need to try and beef that up. A lot of Tiger Woods in there. Down here there is heaps of Tom Clancy titles. Now again, there's a few pretty cool things in here, like you have the double pack that has Vegas and Ghost Recon 2. I absolutely love picking those sort of things up. I've got a lot of copies of this game. Now this game here, Truth or Lies, I'm going to tell you something that's the truth. Don't pick this up. It's absolutely rubbish. I should only have 1 copy in my collection, but somehow I've managed to get 3. Oh, and I don't think anyone would even take them away from me. So if you want a copy for free, just let me know, and I'll be happy to send one out to you. We have Turbo Super Stunt Squad. A lot of Uncharted. I'm a big fan of Uncharted, so you'll find there'll be a lot of different variants in there. As you can see, I've got 3 different ones within Uncharted 2. I've got a lot of ones within Uncharted 3 as well. So that's really cool. I've got this one here, Under Defeat HD. If you're into like shoot 'em up titles, that's a really good one to try and pick up, and it is starting to go up in price, so definitely pick it up while you still can. And then we get down to the very final shelf, guys, and down here is this one here, this Outlaws Sprint Cars. Is quite a rare title in some parts of the world, but here a little bit easier to pick up, so if you're in trouble trying to find that, let me know. I can probably give you a hand trying to find that one. X-Men Wolverine Origins, I really did enjoy playing that one there. And then we finish off with Zone of Enders for the PS3. There we have it, guys, my PS3 collection video done and dusted. Hope you enjoyed. If you have a PS3 collection and would like me to check it out, please let me know below in the comments. I'd love to come and check your channel out. As always, leave me a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, fools. See you later.